Hello, my name is Vidal Alberto Lemus Torres, and this is Fragmentado. The film opened with a birthday party for Clary. Her classmate Casey was invited out of pity. As Clary tells her father, Casey frequently gets into trouble with teachers and gets sent to detention. Casey calls for a ride home but is told the car broke down. She's about to take the bus, but Clary's dad insists that she go home with them. So the girl lives alone with another friend, Marcia. Clary's dad is approached by an unseen person. Moments later, the person, a man named Kevin, gets into the car. Clary thinks he just got in the wrong car by mistake. But Kevin puts on a face mask and sprays the girls with some kind of toxin that knocks them out. Casey slowly attempts to open the door to get out, but Kevin gets her too. So, in this case, Kevin brings the girls into a windows-less room in an unknown location. He pulls Marcia out and takes her outside. After a brief moment, Marcia runs back into the room after she peed herself. She tells the others that Kevin wants her to dance for him. Claire says they need to fight back together to get out. Casey is calm and says they need to find out what they are there for before they make any sort of move. We see a flashback in which a 5 years old Casey is with her father, and her uncle John. They are both hunters and they teach Casey how to hunt. Uncle John talk about hunting a deer but being distracted by buck. So a therapist, Dr. Karen Fletcher, so mentioned in the whole movie Fletcher, is watching a news report on the three missing girls or how Clary's father woke up to find the girls and his car gone. Karen then received an email from someone named Barry saying they need to speak and it is not urgent. So Barry is really one who's having multiple personality. This author is a sketch. Artists which have a Boston accent he meets with Karen regularly in this person. The girls continue to try to find a way out. They look through a crack in the door and see what appears to be a woman talking to their captor. Claire and Marcia call to the woman for help. She approaches the door, but it's just Kevin wearing a skirt and high heels. This author is known as Patricia, a polite suburban woman. Patricia assures the girls that their captor knows why they are there and that he is not allowed to touch them. So, in this section, the girls meet another identity, Hedwig, who has the management of 9 years old boy. He claims to Patricia and Dennis. So the girls are mad at him and that he is in trouble. Casey talks to Hedwig and an attempt to get way out, and thereby telling him that Patricia and Dennis are still mad at him. So, and that he's in trouble. Hedwig leaves, and the girl starts looking for a way out through the walls. So, we see another flashback with little Cassie and a hunting trip. With her that not around, Uncle Job starts wanting to play the trips down to her underwear to tell Casey to take off her clothes because animals don't wear clothes. Later, John emerges emerges from behind a rock and sees Casey holding a rifle at him. He manages to take it back from her so that she doesn't pull the trigger. Clary and Marcia attempt to escape using a wire to unlock the door from the outside Marcia's room. They are unshockable. So in these sections, Karen goes to Kevin's home and is great, but Dennis he invites her inside and they continue to discuss the beast as well as the Or, which is the name given for the major identity that control Kevin. Kevin, Dennis, Barry, Patricia, and Hedwig. So Karen then becomes genuinely terrified. She goes outside and finds Clary trapped in her room, but Dennis pulls Karen away before she can help. So Casey finds a laptop with videos on every one of Kevin's identities. She sees one called Orwell, who discusses philosophy, and another named Jay, who is diabetic. So Dennis goes to abandoned train car and stares thruster into the beast. He is significantly taller and stronger than any other identity. So he returns home and finds Karen writing something on a piece of paper. She grabs a small knife as she scrolls on the wall, grabs her. Karen starts trying to stop him, but the knife breaks. The beast then squeezes Karen onto her spine, snapped, and she's died. So Casey finds some shelves and lowers them into the ground. The beasts start crawling up on the ceiling and starts taking up the light, leaving Casey with no sight to shoot at him. The beasts attack Casey, ripping her shirt and biting her left, but she gets away. She closes herself in a cave and loads the gun with more shells. So the beast starts bending the bars to get it, but he then notices multiple scars on Casey's body. Another flashback shows a little Casey after the father's funeral. John telling her with being her new guardian. The beast then proclaimed the case in part and pure-hearted and leaves her alone. No longer. So a man got standard find Casey. Casey he carry upside to save it. She looks around outside and sees many animals and includes medic arrive and take Casey in. But the beasts start bending the bars to get in, but Ben noticed multiple scars of the Casey board. Another flashback in this case, so Kevin at the end is somewhere by himself with the owl controlling him completely now. Patricia said that the beast will protect him now. But the last scene in a dinner where people are watching a new report on what Kevin did, the anchorman mentioned how the beast identically displayed characteristics of the animals. In enclosure where he worked, a patron mentioned that the case is similar to a man in wheelchair from 15 years earlier, when she can remember his game. Someone next to replies. So we see that it's David Dunn, so Unbreakable, and Surprise can fade out. So this is all for this movie that I can interpret it and try to watch. I recommend this movie. It's gonna be a big experience in your life. So pay attention for this scene, please. Okay, see you the next time.